What's up everybody, it's Math at Home here. This is lesson 5 and we are going to cover page 164 as I told you in previous video, which is about the coordinates. Now please open up your books on page 164, practice part, have your copybooks with you and let's get started. Alright, as you open the page 164 is a practice part about the coordinates. Starting from question 1. Afia and Orlando use a coordinate grid for their nature trail. Answer the questions about the coordinates. Okay, so these are some important points about the coordinate. The circles are going to show the tall trees, and as we have for the triangles, they're going to show the bridge over the river. A. What are the coordinates of the 3 tall trees that are the closest to location D? Now I want your attention that location D is here, and I need you to determine which 3 dots or which 3 circles, green circles, are the closest to location D. Well, yeah. So obviously this one is going to be the first one. I will name it as 1. So the second closest one is this one, 2. And third one is going to be this. This is not as close as this one is. It's a little bit further to location D. So that's the reason I'm not choosing this one. I'm choosing the other one. Okay, so let's get started by writing the coordinates for these 3 tall trees. Here, I will have for tree 1, the coordination is going to be x10 and y5. For tree 2, we will have x12 and y8. For tree 3, we will have, you tell me the coordinates please. Exactly. Once we follow it to the x-axis, we will have 7 for x and 6 for y. Part B. Where can the children cross the river? Give the coordinates. Now obviously they can cross the river by using the bridges, and the bridges are shown on the map with triangles. So choosing the triangles as our bridge, so they're going to be this one, and the other one. Okay, so let's find the X for bridge number 1. If I can have another page here, yes, it's going to be practical for me. Okay, so about bridge 1, I will have here bridge 1. So the X is going to be 12, as you could see, and the y will be 1. So x is 12 and y is 1. About bridge 2, x is going to be 7 and y is going to be 5. So about bridge 2, x is 7 and y is 5, as far as I could remember. And about bridge 3, x is going to be 6 and y is going to be 12. So about bridge 3, x was 6 and y was 12. Part C. The letters A and B and C. Now I want to attract your attention to the letters A and B. Let's choose a different color here. Letters A, B, and C. Question part C. Let's get rid of these whole thing here because it got very busy. Yeah, this is much better now. Okay. All right. Part C. The letters A, B, and C, and D show good places to take photographs. What letter is shown at the coordinate 4, 7? Okay, so please, according to the coordinate that we have here, find 4 and 7 and plot it for me. And tell me, please, which letter does it address? Okay, so obviously we're going to have 4, starting from 4. X is 4 and my y is 7. So I will go 7 and 4. And yes, it is addressing point B. Afia, Orlando, and their friend each visit 3 tall trees. No trees are left out. So each of them are visiting 3 trees. No other tree is left out. The trees that Afia visits give the vertices of an isosceles triangle on the map. Okay, so let's find the trees, the 3 trees that can form an isosceles triangle. Well, an isosceles triangle, as you could remember, was a triangle which had 2 equal sides. So in order to do so, I'm going to look at my grid paper and find 3 dots that could make any possible isosceles triangle. Could you find it and form the triangle for me? Okay, so as I told you about the isosceles triangle, and the first one was the trees that Afia visits. Let's choose the proper color here. The trees that Afia visits give the vertices of an isosceles triangle on the map. There's one important point you should pay attention, and that is part B of the same question, which is Afia and Orlando both visit the same tall tree. It means the isosceles triangles which belong to Afia and Orlando should have one vertex in common. So we need to align our isosceles triangles in a way that they have one vertex in common. Alright then. So the trees that Afia visits give the vertices of an isosceles triangle on the map. Let's find the first one. I would like to have this as my first isosceles triangle. Well, as you could see here, these lines are same. The trees that Orlando visits make a different isosceles triangle. All right. So Another isosceles triangle I could draw here using these trees. This is not a straight line, so this one is much better. Yeah, so here these two sides are same. And last one, dear friends, trees make a scaling triangle on the map. So please remember, a scaling triangle was a triangle with no same sides. So in order to do so, I will draw this one in purple. The last trees, because they said no trees were left out. Therefore, we will have our scaling triangle like this. Now let's answer the questions. Question number 1. Give the coordinates of the trees visited by their friends. Of course, here we mean the purple triangle. Okay, so I will call them as A, B, and C for you. So please give me the coordinates of A, B, and C. Okay, so I will write the answer for part A of question 2 here. We are going to have, for A, we will have, okay, so as you could see, it's 6 for X and 2 for Y. So we will have 6 and 2. For B, however, we will have 1 and 5. So for B, we will have 1 and 5. And for C, the X is 0 and Y is 10. Question B. Afia and Orlando both visit the same tall tree. What are the coordinates? Now, I will remind you that the triangles related to Afia and Orlando were these two. Now they have one of the vertices in common. They share one vertex. Now I want you to find that vertex and write the coordinates of it. Well, yes. The vertex in common is the one that I color it in red. I will write the answer here. The coordinations is going to be, let's see, what is X? Yes, X is 10, so 10, and Y is 11. Okay, so this is what it was for today's lesson about the practice part on page 164. We answered all the questions in this part related to coordinates. Please take your time, go through the questions one by one on your own, and check your answers. Take good care of yourselves, and see you next session with another video. Bye bye.